Greetings one and all, how's everyone doing? I hope well. Just out here at the lean-to again. Wanted to check the note, see if they'd responded, and shockingly they hadn't. No surprise, honestly. I'm doing everything I can to reach out to them. So I want to take this opportunity to answer a question that I'd received, and maybe anyone else was curious as to why, and why do I need so many camps? So I've got this one here, the lean-to, which technically not mine, air quotes, but I'm gonna sleep here because it's public land, first come first serve. I've got elk camp over here, and then I have forest camp, another 150, maybe 200 yards east of this spot where I can put my hammock and have camped at several times. So why do I need so many? Well, to be honest with you, because it's public land, if I come out to forest camp with my hammock and someone's there, well, guess what? I can't just say, hey bud, this is forest camp, you gotta move. Because one, that's not cool. Two, it's rude AF. And three, it's not right, He gets there first. He or she gets there first. They get to camp there first. That's just the way it works. It's the way it is at side of the road campgrounds, and it's the same if you just trek out into the woods and just find a random spot. So if someone is there, I can just move to another camp that I'm going to be setting up. In fact, I'm going to have the 3, if you include the lean-to, but I'm actually got a 4th over here I'm going to set up. And then I want to go across the river at some point and do another one over there, because for several reasons. One, like I said, the first one was availability. Someone could be there, so I got to move. So instead of driving all the way back home defeated, which has happened, I can just say no problem. I can come to another area and I can camp there. But also there's there's change of view, and you just want to maybe not look at the same sites every time. To me, coming back to the same spot over and over again, you fall into that area of what I talked about in other videos, is redundancy. Doing the same camp every time, doing the same thing every time. I mean, to me, that's the death of a YouTube channel, in my opinion. When every video is carbon copy of the next one, it's like, well, what are you doing any differently? I mean, watching your video means I might see a different. I mean, it'd be like coming and eating the same meal every time I come out here. Oh, it's Nor rice and chicken every time. Who's gonna watch that? I wouldn't want to watch that. I bet you guys wouldn't want to watch that. It's like, what are you doing, Mark? There's also another matter of resources. Wood. Firewood is not an unlimited resource. When you burn up wood, it takes years for that wood to grow back. I mean, look at the rings. If the camera will zoom on this, I mean, think about the rings on a piece of wood. I mean, this is just, this was one of the parts to the wall here. But it probably took this, how many rings are there? 30, 35 years for this to grow this big around. Which I could burn this up in a single afternoon making lunch. So you gotta think about your impact on the land. I mean, when you burn up firewood, it takes years for that wood to grow back. Years. It's not gonna be overnight. It could be, that's 30 years of growth for this. So, in 30 years, I'm gonna be 77. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to even physically be able to go farther than the car at that age, if I'm still able to even camp. I mean, my health could give. I mean, I don't talk about it much, but I'm actually diabetic, so, I mean, I have neuropathy in both feet. I mean, my left foot is currently numb. Like, not numb to the point where, I can still feel it, but it tingles. Which is why I don't do a lot of winter camping, because at night my feet, when I go into bed, my feet are cold. Like, cold to the point where they hurt. So, I'm on medication, and I'm trying to cut back on the junk, which is hard because, food is delicious, and You know, it's a whole other set of issues I don't want to get into, but you know, my health could give. And then there's resources. It's just nice to have variety too when you come out. It's just like you've got variety in your where you are. You're not just looking at the same sites all the time. It gives you new areas to explore and check out. I mean, I wouldn't have found this if I only went to forest camp. I never would have found this. So, you know, it gives me something now I can look at. You know, and when I'm not out here, I'm thinking about it. It's like I'm sitting in at work, just like, man, I want to get out to the lean-to again. I want to get the work done. You know, when is that going to happen? I don't know, honestly. Just when I can. You know, when time's available. According to the weather, it's supposed to start snowing in this area, so everything could be buried in snow. Not that I'm against the snow, but you know, it might be tough to travel out here and tough to park. You know, especially if you're a single vehicle. I mean, if I got stuck, it'd be nice to have someone who could come along and tow me out, but I gotta wait at the truck for that to happen. You know, plus sometimes you're just not energetic and just don't want to get out. So I guess that's the 3 reasons. I'm trying to think if there was another one. Resources, public land, and you know, just a different point of view. Yeah, just some thoughts. Let me know what you think in the comments. As always, I look forward to reading them, and I thank you for your watching. I appreciate it. I appreciate your comments. I know I always say thank you when you comment, but I want to let you guys know how much I appreciate that. You know, I actually look forward to getting up and reading what you guys have to say, even if it's just say, hey, great video, thanks. You know, it's good to read. I know you've watched because you commented, so I mean, the views are great and all, but you know, I like it when you guys comment. It's awesome. So yeah, so anyway, I'm gonna go check the trail cam now, and I might alter what I was gonna do. I might go over there instead of over there, but we'll just figure it out as we go.